Heat 2, you're up next. That's Tavis Botts, Blake Cooper, Brooke Shelley, Trey Barnes, and Patrick Harrelson. That's the way they're supposed to be out there for Heat 2. So, Brian Robinson in the 17 car is your leader, followed by Chris Arnett, Ricky Harrelson in the 48 car. Brian Robinson is your leader, followed by Chris Arnett, Ricky Harrelson in the 48. Heat 2, you're up next. Road Warriors, Heat 2, you're up next. Brian Robinson to 17, taking the white flag that time by Chris Arnett and Ricky Harrelson.
Carolina's.
How about a round of applause for your winner, Brian Robinson in the 17 car. We got some Papa John's pizza available down in the hut also, along with Little Caesars. So go there and check it out. You got a choice, Papa John's or Little Caesars. So once again, good to see Theta Chi in the house with us from Auburn University. All right, we got them lined up for Heat 2. 602 Sportsman, you're coming up right after these heat races for the Road Warriors. 602, you're coming up next, right after Road Warriors. 602, you're coming up next, right after the Road Warriors.
Hey, Michael, and let's let them know, by the way, that's the features. Feature races are coming up for the for the 602 Late Model Sportsman. And once we complete the final preliminaries here, we'll be feature racing the rest of the way. Making good time here on a Saturday night at East Alabama Motor Speedway for the front-wheel drive Super Late Model Jamboree Summer Shootout.
All right, getting ready for Heat 2 for the Road Warriors. Like you said, on our flyers, it had Concy and features for the Saturday night portion of the event. Last night it had on the flyer qualifying and heat races, and that's what we done last night. So
yep.
We are running Concies, but we have no Concies to run because the Hot Shots do not need a Concy race. We added the Road Warriors and the Hobbies and the 602, so we're having heat races for the Road Warriors and the Hot Shots, Junior Hot Shots, and the Hobby cars to get their field lined up for their feature race. All right. Tavis Botts and the T23 will be on the inside of Road 1. Right beside him will be the 22, Blake Cooper. Brooke Shelley, Road 2 on the inside. In the 101, Trey Barnes in the 12. And Patrick Harrelson in the 3. That's the way they'll line up for heat race number 2 for the Road Warriors. 602, you're up next. 602, you're up next. 602, you're up next. 602, you're up next. All right, green flag, finna call in there. Here we go. Tavis Botts bringing them to the green. Blake Cooper in the 22 car is your leader. Oh, Blake Cooper turning around. That'll bring out the caution. Blake Cooper's stuck right up on turn 2 right there. 602 Sportsman, you're coming up next for your feature race. 602 Sportsman, you're coming up next for your feature race. 602 Sportsman coming up next.
Again, as Michael said, as soon as we finish up with this last heat race, we will be going into the feature races for the rest of the evening. The feature races for all of the classes racing tonight, including the 602 late model sportsman and more. And again, as Michael and I were reiterating, going to be feature races as soon as this last final preliminary action is done. 9:30 Eastern time. And Michael, we're coming back to green out of turn number 4.
Green flags in there. We're back underway. Blake Cooper in that 22 car to brawl out of caution. We have a complete restart. Here comes Trey Barnes in the 12 car. Tavis Botts in that T23. About turning it around that time. Trey Barnes taking it to the high side. Trying to get around the 101 to Brooks Shelley. Makes the pass. Moves into that second spot. Now he's got a sight set on the 22 of Blake Cooper. Going off into turn 1 and 2. Blake Cooper goes high. Trey Barnes down to the inside. Take the lead down the back straightaway. Here they come. Trey Barnes in the 12 car. He's been one hard to handle this year in the Road Warrior category. Is Trey Barnes. Blake Cooper in that 22 car. Brooks Shelley, Tavis Botts in the T23. And that 3 car, Patrick Harrelson. 602 Sportsman, you're up next. 602 Sportsman coming up next. .602 Sportsman, you're coming up right after this heat race. All right, Trey Barnes in the 12 car coming off into turn 3 into 4. Brooks Shelley in the 101. Blake Cooper in that 22 car. Tavis Botts in the T23. And Patrick Harrelson in the 3 car. Looks like we're getting white flag this time by. White flag coming out this time by. Caution on the speedway.
Yeah, trouble in turn 2.
All right, if you got a Nissan Altima with tag number PDJ 6907, PDJ 6907 Nissan Altima, your charcoal color, your doors are open on your car. You might want to go check it out.
Nissan Altima, somebody's left their doors open. Unless you got a die-hard battery, you better hope you would come and shut that door. If not, you won't have no power by the time the night's over with.
602 Sportsman, you're coming up. Right after the front-wheel drive feature race, we are going to take a break in the action. We're going to get the drivers that come up here. We're going to pass the helmet through the stands. The drivers are going to come up here, so dig deep in your pocket. And we're going to have the Dave Thomas Foundation, the Dave Thomas House.
Right.
Which is a foundation that Dave Thomas started, the founder of Wendy's.
That's right.
Which is one of our sponsors here at East Alabama Speedway on Highway 80 in Phoenix City. So make sure you go to Wendy's. Hamburgers made with fresh, never frozen beef. And check them out and get you one of them chocolate Frosties or vanilla Frosties. They're delicious. We're going green flag racing. Here we go. Trey Barnes, Brooks Shelley, Tavis Botts, Patrick Harrelson into 3. Trey Barnes is your leader. Going into 1, into 2, down the back straightaway. Here comes Brooks Shelley in that 101. Has he got enough to get 2? Trey Barnes in the 12. White flag this time by for leader Trey Barnes. White flag this time by for leader.
Final lap around the back straightaway.
Appreciate you coming here. Checker flag coming out this time by for winner. Checker flag coming out this time by. There's your winner, Trey Barnes, Brooks Shelley, Tavis Botts in the T23 and the 3 car, Patrick Harrelson. Like I said, we are going to pass the helmet through the crowd for the Dave Thomas Foundation.
And, Michael, you know, Dave Thomas, of course, everybody loves Wendy's. I'm a fan of the chicken nuggets. And, of course, the Frosties and all that good thing. If I'm really, really hungry, I'll go get me a classic triple with cheese on a late night. Especially if there's not a Waffle House in sight. But there's one down the road here. So.
Yeah.
But Dave Thomas, the founder of Wendy's, has also done a lot of things for adopted children and foster kids. Matter of fact, he was a foster child himself. and he has done great things with the Dave Thomas House, and I think it's great that Wendy's in that area at East Alabama Motor Speedway coming together, Michael, trying to raise money to go towards helping kids that don't have families or, to keep the Dave Thomas House Foundation going on.
Yeah, we have one right here in this area, so that's why we fully try to help out as much as we can around here with that house. So we are getting ready for the
Feature
602 late models, SCDRAs.
That's right.
You're coming up next right after 602 SCDRAs. You're coming up right after 602.
The first feature getting ready to go here. It is going to be the 602 late model Sportsman. As they're going to go, I believe, Michael, for $1,500 to win, I believe is what it's going to be here tonight. $1,500 to win for the 602 late model Sportsman.
$30-lap feature race for the 602s.
30 laps the distance. And for those checking us out on the 3 and Out Sports Network, we'll also have the coverage here of that event as well. The first feature of the night, ready to go here. 602 late model Sportsman. Let's give you the starting lineup as they'll be getting to roll. 30 laps. Michael Patton said it, $1,500 to win. And on the pole, it's going to be the car number 69 out of Phoenix City, Alabama. It is the Hollywood, the Rocket Man, Richie Stevens, and the 69 to his outside, Nicky Biddle. In car 355, he'll make up row number 1, Michael Patton.
Colton Landecker in the 33 car. Bubba Goodman in the 47. We're going to go green flag.
Tim Bosley, Terry Braswell, row 3. Willie McDaniel, Wiley McDaniel, Josh Weathers, row 4. Justin Thornton, Brandon McDaniel, row 5. Holding Housing, Knotts, Laney, Hudson at the rear. Green flag goes in the air. We're underway, Michael. The field time's almost 4 wide in the mid-pack off turn number 2.
Rocket Man, Richie Stevens, Nick Biddle, and a turn 4 coming out down the front straightaway.
Cross the line, opening lap, and it's a good one. And on the go, it's Richie Stevens. Out in front to the back straightaway, Colton Leyendecker sits in second spot. Off track a little moment, then inside the top 5, the car number 25, Wiley McDaniel. He gets sideways. Other car sideways exiting 4 is the 17M, Brandon McDaniel. They make contact. He gets into one car, smacks hard into the inside retaining wall, hits the tow truck as well. Tire goes flying into the pits, and also another tow truck with damage. 2-car accident causes a big problem on the front straightaway, and we immediately go under red flag conditions. Holy cow. Stay back if you're not an official or safety crew. Michael Patton, that's why we always try to stay away from the retaining wall, especially on the back straightaway.
Up, out of the safety personnel's way if you're in the pits. You see the fire personnel trying to get to the wreck. Back away if you're not with track personnel.
A big incident on the front straightaway. A couple of cars involved include the car number 90 of Josh Weathers and Wiley McDaniel getting loose off of turn 2 a moment ago. And then the number 17M of Brandon McDaniel. Sideways, fishtailed. Car made contact with the 90 of Weathers, and both cars went into the inside retaining wall. From that point on, there was damage being done. Damage on the tow truck. A tire flew through the pit area. And again, Michael, we're trying to tell those people to stay back. If you are not an official or safety crew, please stay back. Let us work on clearing the accident up on the front stretch, and we're under red flag.
Brandon McDaniel's out of the car. That's what I've been trying to tell you for the past 2 minutes. He's out of the car, folks. Give him a round of applause. Brandon McDaniel is okay. He's out of the car. You see him out of the car. Josh Weathers trying to get it around and around. Him and Brandon McDaniel gets together.